Hi guys, so today I'm doing a sweat-proof summer routine and I'm starting with my skincare, so it's definitely important you're getting a eye cream and moisturizer in. I'm using the Soap and Glory Hydra Gel and Fresh Youth Preservance Moisturizer. I really like both of these products and I will link them down below. They're really nice and hydrating, but not too oily. Normally I would put these products on before I brush my teeth and then brush my teeth while they are soaking in. Next I take my primer. It is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer by Tarte. It's not my absolute favorite, but it definitely has grown on me and I do really like it. You just want to make sure you're rubbing this all over your face, getting it under your eyes and anywhere that you might get creases in your makeup. Once I have my primer on, I take two different foundations, the YSL Touche Eclat, Touche Clay, whatever, and Becca Complexion Cream. It's pretty full coverage, so it works really well with the dewy YSL foundation, and I just take my Silk Finish Zoeva brush and use that to buff it in. I do apply this with my fingers first and then go in with the brush in circular motions and kind of dabbing motions just to kind of blend that in. And yes, this is pretty dark for me. It matches my self tanner, which I don't have any on at the moment, so we're just gonna roll with it. I really think that the complexion cream helps my makeup last all day and stay full coverage, so I'm really liking the combination of the two. Just want to make sure to blend them in, and I do 2 pumps of each type of foundation. And now we have Upside Down, my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I just put this all over my face as you'll see here, and then blend it out with a damp beauty blender. I really enjoy this concealer. I've used it for years now, it seems, and I always buy a couple of them at a time just because running out when there's none near me is just, it's definitely a tragedy. I have heard that the new Tarte Shape Tape concealer is better. We'll see about that. Should I try it out and test it out and do a video on that? I could do a first review. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to do that. Just make sure you're blending everything in with your beauty blender. And moving on, I'm taking the NYX Wonder Stick in the color Universal for my contour. I just take this product and draw in all of the areas that I'm going to contour, and then I go in later and blend it out. So I really just use this to carve out my cheekbones, temples of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my jawbone usually. And once I have that mapped out on my face, I take my Zoeva Face Shape brush and I really just kind of dab the product into place with circular motions and tapping motions, really just tap it in. And then once I have that blended in with this brush, I take my foundation brush to kind of buff out the edges of the contour so I don't have any super harsh, crazy lines left over. Nose is where it gets a little tricky to blend in. I just take a little bit more time and really just drag the product down towards my face, if you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And now on to powder. I use the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I really like to make sure that I do this once I have all of my cream products on before I put like my bronzer or anything on to kind of seal in those products, and this I find really helps to make everything last and go in anywhere where I'm going to be creasy and just put that product on. Ignore my dog barking in the background. clearly she's excited for the tutorial also. When I'm powdering, I really like to go in with two different brushes. I use the triangular type smaller Real Techniques brush to go in under my eyes and on my eyelids, because I do get really creasy on my eyelids. And then I take this larger MAC brush and just put the powder all over my face and really blend that through my contour. And then I go in with my contour color. I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Matte Bronzer with a Real Techniques blush brush to go over that cream contour that I had originally put down, just to kind of give me some more oomph to it, because, you know, I like to be extra. And once I have my contour down and my powder on, I take my highlighter and add that to my face. Today I'm using the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop with a Zoeva fan brush to apply it, which it did not focus, sorry about that. And I just brush this on the high points of my face, on my cheekbones, on the temples of my face, tip of my nose, top of my lip, on my nose, sometimes all over everywhere, because you can never glisten enough and you can never have too much highlight. There's literally no such thing in my book. And in order to get the staying power in the heat, I drench my face in Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And then apparently I do a little dance. And now it's time for eyebrows added to my face routine. Really, this has nothing to do with the heat. I mean, I guess you don't want them to like sweat off, but I don't think I've ever had the issue of my eyebrows sweating off. I just use little hair-like strokes with the Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe throughout all my brow to kind of fill in any sparse spots and clean up the bottom of my brows. Once I have them filled in with the taupe, I go in with medium brown just in the outer half to really give them a darker look and to match my darker hair. I don't know, just something I prefer to do, not something you have to do. Clearly the taupe matches my brow hairs, but my hair is much darker. And I always go through with my spoolie once I have all my product in there to kind of brush it through, soften it up, make sure it's evenly dispersed through my eyebrows. Then I take my Benefit Gimme Brow in shade number 3, just drag this through all of my eyebrow hairs. This really just kind of gels them into place and keeps them from moving around, and gives any extra coverage and sparse spots that I might have. And once I gel this baby down on this eye, I will be finished. This is what I do for my sweat-proof face. It tends to last all day. I wore it to a wedding a couple weeks ago and did my makeup at 7 o'clock and did not touch it up all day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Thanks for watching!